Hi everyone. Today we're going to share why a great reset is important to us. When it comes to your life, you'd like to be the one who decides how to live it. Am I right? Well, you see, I'm the same way. That's why we started living the van life. You can go wherever you want, whenever you want. Well, most of the time. So by now you're probably thinking, all right man, spill the beans. Why did you title this video The Great Reset? Is it because you're super focused on macroeconomics or concerned about controlling the future of humanity? No, that's not really what this channel is about. This channel is about living, thriving, and building in spite of all that noise out there. So, more specifically, what does the Great Reset mean for us in regards to living the van life? For us, it means doing a periodical cleaning out of the van, recharging batteries, doing our laundry, refreezing the cooler, and having a nice, fresh body wash. I mean the van body. That guy. Ugh.
Although I do require a good body wash from time to time as well.
I can't wait to show you the clever ways we've developed our Great Reset to help improve the rhythm of our life on the road, including our mental health. Make sure you watch this video till the end to hear about our worst reset experience ever in the middle of a desert at an Airbnb. But first, a word from our made-up sponsor, Just Leave It. Just Leave It is just like every other hair conditioner on the market, except we advertise it as a leave-in conditioner so you think that it's different and buy it anyways. Just Leave It costs a fortune, but if you purchase today, you'll receive a free sample of the Just Leave It activating solution known as the Air Conditioner Activator. The Air Conditioner Activator has a 0 carbon footprint, which makes up for the 111 carbon footprints made by the Just Leave It conditioner. The Air Conditioner Activator uses 100% recycled air and is made up of the same air that was breathed by Jesus himself. So the next time you plan on using conditioner and then rinsing it out afterwards, don't. Just leave it in with Just Leave It. Just Leave It is a combination of oat milk, goat milk, and moat milk. Don't ask what that last one is. It's proprietary. Now back to the video. First off, what we have found works best for us on our resets is either doing a hotel or an Airbnb at least once a week, which allows us to do a general clean out of the van. Yatta, yatta, yatta. Look at that, it's a nice 2-month-old apple core. Looks like chicken.
Then we can unload, wash our clothes and sheets, and refreeze our ice blocks from our cooler. We oftentimes will do some mobile Marie Kondoing, going through our children's toys, any ones that they're not using, and replacing them with ones that are of equal compact size.
And while we have all grown accustomed to living out of the van and the home-like feeling that it started providing for us, it still is very refreshing for our whole family to have a little more space to kick back in Iraq. To kick back and relax at a place like a hotel or an Airbnb.
If you're new to van life or considering doing it in the future, it might be a helpful tip to consider taking 1 day a week off during your travels to help get adjusted, especially if you're in a little more bare bones setup like we have.
Once you've been on the road for a few months, you may start to find a rhythm to van life, like we ended up finding. And by about our 2nd or 3rd month, there were often times we really preferred boondocking. And really, the only thing we needed once a week was like a clothing laundry, finding a shower, or bathing in a latte or something.
Another very important part of us taking the day off from the van occasionally is that it gives us the opportunity for some individual space. And even if we are in a small town, one of us will go to a coffee shop and enjoy some alone time while the other watches the children.
I love this woman!
We did this once or twice so far on our 3-month stint, and it has been extremely beneficial. But in hindsight, we should be doing it a little more frequently than that.
So let this be your daily reminder that in order to be the best version of yourself, to serve others at peak health, we all could learn to take a little time for ourselves, to reset and refresh before we go insane. Just kidding. But yeah.
Hey, we almost forgot. Let's tell them about that crazy experience in the desert at that Airbnb. While we were traveling through the Mojave Desert, we decided that we had had enough of the heat. So we chose to get an Airbnb near Joshua Tree area. While we were looking at the listing, we made sure it had air conditioning before we booked it. because it was 113 degrees that day. So we're totally exhausted, kids are exhausted, and we arrive around like 6 p.m. Ariel felt this inclination to like go ahead and start cooking up our meat and stuff, and then washing dishes, basically using all the amenities that we didn't have in the van.
We just got on it right away with the Great Reset.
And I'm glad she did, because it ended up being the absolute right call. Shortly after we got there, we went to turn on the air conditioning and we realized something didn't look quite right with the system. Contacted the host, messed around with the thermostat, and to make a long story short, we discovered it was not air conditioning, but instead a swamp cooler system. In case you don't know what a swamp cooler is, just go to Florida, jump in a swamp, get out, and that's it. But let someone who actually knows what it is describe it for you instead. Take it away, honey.
So basically it's a fan that blows air over water, and in drier climates it can sometimes work, but their system did not work. It was broken, and we were told by the host, oh no, it's fine, like you just have to get used to it, the sun will go down, it'll get cooler. She sent someone out to try to fix the system. They confirmed that it was broken. They worked for over an hour trying to get it fixed because they didn't want us to have to leave, and we just kept trying to eke it out. I got the kids to all take cold showers, trying to cool everyone down to make them feel better, but everyone was just really struggling with the heat. And we were super bummed because it was a beautiful location, beautifully decorated, totally our kind of vibe, except for the heat.
So what happened before we went to bed, you might ask? We eked it out as long as we could. The sun did go down, but it was still like 80 something degrees. And especially if you're like us, used to sleeping on top of, 10,000 foot elevation mountains and 30, 40, 50 degree weather, which we really started to like. The cold nights were awesome. We could just bundle under some blankets, feel amazing. 80 something degrees, that's pretty freaking hot. So we were burning up. Our children were not doing well. It was 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, listen, Ariel, I know it's late. I know we don't know this area, but we're getting out of here.
Dick.
Hey!
So we packed up the van, put all the food back in the cooler, reloaded everything into the van that we had just taken out, which was basically all of our life belongings. And we loaded up, we drove off into the night, heading west for the coast because we knew the weather would start getting colder the more we got near the ocean in Southern California. And sure enough, it did. So we boondocked, and it was a way better night of sleep. And finally, I gotta say, the host was great. They were very sweet people. Again, had a beautiful place, and unfortunately the system was broke while we were there. So the final lesson is not every reset is a great one, but almost always it's worth it to take that time and refresh. We hope you've enjoyed our version of the Great Reset. Until next time, my name is Leif.
I'm Ariel.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Keep living, thriving, and building.